by pageantry and tradition, and it's clear to see that college football will be at its best today. They're lining up to boot it away. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Okay, so here comes the offense for the first time today. And here he comes, a man who epitomizes the phrase, the tight end's always open, David.
And yes, he is, Reese. And it's so cool. The tight end position now has evolved so much. You can move him all over the field, and you can really highlight a guy of his ability.
Too big for safeties to cover and too fast for linebackers to cover. This is a weapon they've got to take advantage of.
Completion a little short of the sticks. It's second down. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Fullback's got it. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. On the option. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. They'll go to work on second down after doing damage on the ground. They'll run the option. Brought down to the ground, but he has enough for the first down. On 1st and 10 from the 38. They'll run the option. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Here comes the offense on second down. Now on the option. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The 7th play of this opening drive will be a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. So now the offense is going to have to regroup. A turnover on the first drive of the game can bruise that confidence a little bit.
No doubt about it. It's so hard as an offense to create any momentum and get any confidence early when you turn it over at this juncture in the game. You're just trying to kind of feel out this defense. You're formatting them, and you're trying different play calls to set things up for later. But when you turn it over on the first drive, it's hard to get that momentum established.
Quickly out to the tight end. And that defense pushing him out of bounds after a short gain. Got some of the work done on first. Now let's see what they have on second down. Off play action. Good job to avoid the negative play and just get rid of that thing. Couldn't find his man last time, and that leaves him with a 3rd and 6. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. That'll be enough for the first down, and they'll mark it at the 48. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grabbed behind the line, it's Ross. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Handoff from the shotgun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to get to him. Moving away from pressure. They make the stop, but he knew exactly how much he needed and where he needed to get for that first down. Quick pass on the fly motion. And he is stopped behind the line, and that's how we'll finish the first quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. He'll do it himself. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. And they've converted their first 2 third down opportunities, but a 3rd and long is a different animal. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. He ought to be able to use this first punt to pin him deep. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. This drive opens at the 23-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3. The option look. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. On the option. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Offense set on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes a connection. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. First down from the 49. Quick completion to the right.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
It's complete. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. They want to just keep throwing it. It's complete. And it's in for a touchdown. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish the deal with a 26-yard touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A first down for the offense. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. Release to the back. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? Here they come to try it again on 2nd and 10 from the 29. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's got it. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. They'll throw it on first down. Soft spot in the middle. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26. He'll come out throwing on first down. Zings it complete to the right. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on 2nd down. They'll run play action. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this 3rd and short, they're still thinking touchdown. The snap sets up to throw. Grab near the sticks. It's Moore. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Takes a snap, wants to throw. And he's in for the touchdown.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
On to attempt the try. Right down the boulevard. They go 83 yards on the drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. On the move from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Got it in the middle. It's Ross. And he can't hold on to the ball at the end of this big game. Defense just cradling that fumble and securing it.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
First down here for the offense. He's going to pass. Gets it out fast. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Smith. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He finds his man. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He wants to throw. Finds his man. It's Ross. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. He'll ride his man on the option. 1-step wrap, 2-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. The offense will quickly use a timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And that one's way too far for everybody. What will the offense dial up on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster. Their hope for a touchdown gone by the boards, but they'll try to put up 3 before going to the locker room. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And with that, they've taken the lead.
Well, you're always going to wonder what woulda, coulda, shoulda happened on 4th and inches had they gone for it. But with this kicker, I like taking 3 points and putting it on the board.
So they get the late field goal right before the half and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And with time running out here in the 2nd quarter, they'll just take a knee. Down on the scoreboard, they'll try to regroup in the locker room at halftime. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, time for everyone inside that stadium in Norfolk to take a deep breath and kind of digest what we just saw. And it's been said football is a game of inches. And guess what? Based on the comparison between third down conversion rate today and the average yard per play, how can you argue that? I mean, the low-lying fruit is to look at some of the explosive plays we've seen and panic. But really, this game is going to come down to which team is more efficient when they have the ball and how they play when it matters most. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside Ballard Stadium.
He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. They'll start this drive with a pass. Fires to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Ever since they invented the forward pass, the tight ends have been running the drag and getting the first down.
I think it's because the tight ends is so much versatility. You know, they can block and stay in the formation, or they can release and come out. But either way, if the quarterback's patient most of the time, that drag route's going to come open.
Trying to find his man on first down. Got his man quickly. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Finds his tight end. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. Third and short from the 45. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he couldn't find quite enough running room to reach the line to gain. Well, he might as well have dropped it because he didn't get enough for the first down, and the punting unit is on the field. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Goes to the option. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Offense gets set for second down. They'll power it inside with the fullback. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line. It'll be third and short from their own 33 on the option. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the fullback. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Just had a solid pickup on first. Now let's see what they've got on second down. On the option. He'll pitch it. Powers through the defender. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. Sticks it in his belly. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. The marker rests at the 39, and that's what they need here on third down. Looking to throw. Grab near the marker. It's Ross. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
Just beautiful, and that's a great feeling as a quarterback when you make that throw. It keeps your offense on the field, keeps the offense in rhythm. Obviously not as good as throwing a touchdown pass, but I'll tell you this, way better than having to trot off over to the bench and wait for your turn to get another shot.
And as they get him to the ground, clock running, looks as if time will expire here in the third. This offense has a second down play. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. They'll run the option. And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. And this offense has gotten off to a good start on third down, but this is a different deal on third and long. He's got an open man. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. A first down run on the doorstep. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. Second and goal coming up. They'll run the option. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. If they can pay off this third and goal with a touchdown, it might be getting a little tough to swallow. Bounds into the end zone for a touchdown.
And I love it. I love the physicality of this offense. It's third and goal. I trust my offensive line to pave the way, give the ball to my running back, and know he's going to physically punch this thing into the end zone.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. So, guys, we'll get another look at this offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Now they've got breathing room. Got 6 all the way out to the 20. Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he avoids the hit and slides after the short gain. They'll need to convert this third down from their own 22 to get this drive jump-started. They'll try to run for it. And he's brought to the ground, but not before he gets enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. After the run, now to throw. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
It doesn't get any better for your defense. You know exactly the situation in the fourth quarter. Everything in your favor. Don't let them make big plays. How about you make a big play? Nice job getting the interception. It's not icing on the cake yet, but it's getting pretty close.
So, guys, we'll see this offense again. Now on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Time is on their side, and they're going to wind that play clock all the way down. The option look. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And they can't make the connection. And here comes the punt team. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Make sure that there's not going to be a return on this one. Ball's out of bounds, and I think they'll mark it right around the 25. They're going to open this drive with a pass. He's got it. Oh, look out. He's at the 10. Touchdown. Old Uncle Mo has changed sidelines.
Look out, brother. Here's what happens, right? Something happens, get you close in the ball game. The defense needs to come out here, get a stop, get that ball back to the offense. Oh, Uncle Mo on your side.
Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they close it to a 17-14 game. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. He'll bring it out. It's Mason. Slips through the line. Just barely able to stop him. He almost housed that baby. The nice return there. That last line of coverage is the only thing that stopped him from scoring. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll be perfectly content to go right back to the ground here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it to keep the clock moving. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Wide open downfield. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll put it in play from the 27, 1st down. Looks like the offense will just take a knee.